Hi, if you're a Gemini born May 21st to June 20th, what can you expect for the month of August 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So basically, Gemini, I feel like you've been in a tunnel for a long time, like this dark tunnel. And I feel like you're finally coming out of it, like everything is falling into place, right? And so, there you've come, you're at the end of it. So there's this beautiful white, bright, well, it's not even white, I see it as golden light, which for me is about personal power, charisma, the opportunity to be seen and heard. There's a shift that's happening for you. There's also, I feel, an ache, a healing, a releasing, a sadness of the past, right? It feels a relationship to me, like somebody that you've had to say goodbye to, or you're in the process of saying goodbye to, and whether it's a loved one in spirit, or whether it's a relationship that didn't manifest, that before you were able to get married, it went the other way, or vice versa. You did get married and now you're parting. But it feels like I just feel this achiness in my chest. And so for me, that a lot of time is broken heart, or letting go, right? So the beautiful thing is this August is it's open, it's exciting, it's healing, it's cathartic. There's a lot of new beginnings, new pathways. Like I see all these different paths open to you now that previously weren't available, because you were kind of like in that darkness, so you really couldn't see where to go. And now I see you like have full vision of like, oh yeah, I can do this and I can do that, I can do this. But I also feel like this real core strength that I haven't felt from you guys for a long time. So it's this real core strength of just, that's what I want, that's what I'm doing, and that's what it's going to be. And it feels a little scary. Like it's a little scary to, to get married, right? And you've maybe only been dating 6 months, or it's a little scary to leave your partner that you've been with for 5 years, or it's a little scary to start a new job, or it's a little scary to be clean and sober for 60 days, right? Or it's a little scary to enter rehab, or it's a little scary to start a new diet, or it's a little scary to move forward without your partner, right? Or to grieve the loss of someone, or to let go of your childhood home, or to move off to college, right? There's all these different transitions in life, so many, but there's such a gift and appreciation that you've got to experience it. And where you are now is just co-creating from this beautiful new place. So be excited about it. This is a really wonderful moving forward month for you guys, and validating. I just feel like you're really going to be validated with the choices that you've made. Like, yes, I made the right move. Yes, this is right. Yes, things are going well. So where in the beginning of the month it might feel a little, okay, is a little tender yet? Is this the right thing? And I hope it's right. And I hope I'm going in the right direction. By the end of the month, it's going to be like this great big sunshine. You're going to be so happy that you made the choices that you made, that you went in the direction that you went, and all of it's going to come together. All right, so let's look at relationships. For those of you in a coupled relationship, what's in store for you for this month? Well, they're showing me that it's a retooling or revamping. So whether you just left a relationship, you're in the middle of a relationship, or you're being fitted for a relationship together, the relationship, the dynamic is being retooled. It's being recalibrated. And I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like it's absolutely a necessary thing. So, and not to be afraid of it, step into it, lean into it, right? Because if you can lean into what the universe is giving you, it's just easier. It just gets easier. Be patient with yourself. Don't have too much expectation. You've come through a lot. You've accomplished a lot. You've surrendered a lot. So acknowledge that. Acknowledge how far you've come. Acknowledge the changes you've made, the insights that you've gotten, the new sense of freedom and self-expression in who you are, and that people are going to have to get to know the new you. You're not the same. Things about you are different now, and people are going to have to start to relate to you as the new you. And this is the most beautiful energy to help you do that, is that we have that new moon in Leo, July 31st to August 1st, and Leo the king, right? Or the queen, whatever you want to say. They're just really powerful. They're charismatic and everybody loves them. So we have that influence for all of us. And so for you to be able to say, yeah, this is who I am. This is how far I've come. And, here's my new partner, or I'm single, or, this is, I'm now taking control of my company, or I've let go and I've sold this and I'm moving into this direction of my life. Or, it's just whatever it is really beautiful. And it's very much coming from your heart and new beginnings. So this month, you're just going to start to crack open even farther and faster. And it's going to be really beautiful. So excited for you guys. For those of you that are single looking for romance, what's in store for you? Well, first of all, it feels like there is this recognition of self. This is who I am. I know what's good for me. I know what's not good for me. I have a sense of personal power, maybe that wasn't there a couple months ago. So it feels like there's this new awareness inside of yourself of what's really good for you. And so that's good. And not being afraid to share who you are, not being afraid to say, oh, well, I don't believe in that. Or you know what? I don't believe in this. Or you know what? This is how I am. Or this is how I roll. Or this is what my life is going to be about. So I just feel this new earnest clarity and quality about yourself that allows you to speak up. All right, let's move on to money for you guys. Let's see what's in store for you financially for you Geminis. So I feel like you're just going to have to take your time in terms of, you've got big ideas, big expectations. You're hungry for it. Just stay the course. Keep your patience. Don't try to overjudge it or do too much, because that's just going to frustrate you. So you're on track, but have patience with it and let it build. Know that you're building something, right? And so whether that's a portfolio that you've just started, or whether you just bought a house, or whether you bought a new car and you want to pay it down, and and you're looking at this big debt and going, oh my gosh, or you're just paid for a wedding and you've got a big bill and you're going, how am I going to pay that, right? And you want to be done with it, but just know that it's fine. And you're going to work away at it and chip away at it, and it will be good. But just patience. Enjoy where you're at. It's going to be okay. All right, let's look at health for you guys. So your back is coming up, your back and your neck, and that could just be, when you try to impress a lot of people, or when you're carrying a lot, there's, a tightness can happen. So I'm really feeling it in the neck and in the top of the shoulders. Any sort of body work, any energy work, exercise such as yoga, chiropractic, all things like that are good, because a lot of it feels emotional. And you guys all of you have gone through like some sort of shock. So I feel like, you might be a little bit like this, like a turtle, and like, okay, what else is going to happen? Right? So you need to take a deep breath, and just have some awareness around that. So and I don't feel like the shocks are coming. I feel like you've already had them, but there could be, because the last eclipse was in the middle of July. So we could go into the middle of August. So there could still be some revealing of information here that can be shocking for some of you. So it's not a big deal. It's life. We all go through it. We all have these ups and downs. So just be aware that any of the body tension and stuff, just work it out, move your body, take care of yourself. Obviously, if it's serious, get yourself to a doctor and take care of it. But it feels a lot of it's emotional, and that's where where you're holding tension. Let's look at anything unexpected for you Geminis for the month. So there's this really nice surprise in terms of people being kind to you or understanding to you, and with the changes in your life, and coming from people that you didn't expect. So whatever it is that you've just come through, this month you're going to hear from people, and in a way that makes you feel really good and makes you feel like, wow, I've got some good friends. So I just feel this really love coming in, and these friendships coming in that are it, but this time you get to feel it. So there's it's a deeper relationship with being appreciated, the deeper relationship of feeling loved. And in part, that has to do with the work that you've been doing on yourself and taking care of yourself and honoring yourself. And because you're doing all those things, it's easier to let love in because you're not putting up the boundaries, right? You're not restricting and holding back. So as you work more on yourself, it is easier to feel the love that people want you to receive from them. So that's the unexpected news this month, is you are going to feel a lot of love. So open your heart and take it in, because it feels really good. It feels like it's much deserved and welcomed. So you guys are in a good spot. There's also, I'll say, there's a full moon in Aquarius, August 15th. There's a lot of excitement around that moon. I feel like you finally get something that you wanted. There's some success with it, whether it was a promotion, whether it's a deal, whether it's, you were trying to buy a property or rent something new, or, plan a vacation, but it just feels like yes, like there's this yes energy with that. And then August 30th, we have a new moon in Virgo. And that just feels a little bit like downhill, like, wow, thank God things are a little bit easier. And even though it's the Virgo's energy of, liking everything in a row, it feels like it's flowing. So there must be a lot of harmony with that, because it really feels like that new moon, August 30th, is just flowing and opening up. It reminds me of like water coming down a mountain, right? Just ease. So it's an easy new moon there, August 30th. So all in all, this month is a really good month, Geminis. Just take your time, right? That's where we started in the beginning. Don't rush. Don't get impatient with trying to build your empire or trying to pay off those debts. Just take it slow. Have this awareness of what's happening around you, and just keep building. You're going to be great. You're going to get really far this month, but just have some patience. All right, Geminis, thank you so much for listening to my intuitive astrology. If you like it, please click like, comment below, share with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. Have a great month, everybody.